Hello Leo, welcome to Tarot Predictions guys. This is going to be a tarot scope for the new moon into Sagittarius period of time for you, which covers up 18 to 31st of December. Before we start guys, I want to remind you that if you do want a personal reading with me, you can purchase one at www.tarotpredictions.net, or you can follow me at Instant Go free iOS application. The both details are written here in the description of the video. With that being said, the first card coming up for you Leo, which covers up the topic for this couple of weeks period of time, is going to be the 10 of Wands, and you will be very busy in a sense where there will be a lot of things going on into your career guys, and at a certain point you have to almost frantically deal with everything that is coming on in your way. Now the problem here with this card is what really worth your effort and what doesn't worth your effort. Now this card is a clear sign guys that some of the things that you are dealing with, well, how can I express myself in words better? Well, what is done, and continuing on forward, it's going to be only stressful and rather futile. So you want to redirect your efforts into some activities which are brand new for you guys, and leave what it is not working out right now for the future rather, instead of trying to push it way too tenaciously on going forward, and that will only create a stress in you. But apart from that, this card shows some additional responsibilities that you may take on, and some additional activities coming on in your way which you haven't seen, and they are going to disturb a little bit your plan with your career, but nothing that you cannot deal with guys. So into your career Leos, this is going to be perfectly normal period of time. It is just the busyness, it will be a little bit more than you have expected. So that card is showing that you have to put a little bit more devotion into your career, or to put a little bit more resources in there. And under resources, I'm talking about time and nothing else. Talking about your relationship with this card guys, well, for relationship, the card shows that you may be way too demanding to your partner, or your partner could be way too demanding on their behalf, which means that at a certain point you may snap, they may snap, and boom, the arguments and disagreements appear. So what you can do here, instead of being way too demanding guys, is to accept that right now the time is rather more favorable if you focus on your personal thing rather than trying to satisfy everything your partner wants. And if you do need a time aside, if you do need some time alone, you have to find a way to give that to yourself, because this is the way how you can release the tension that is going on into your relationship in between you and your partner. For those single guys, that card shows a futile attempts for you to impress somebody, which he basically does not deserve your attention, but rather there is someone else which deserves more your attention. Now the next card, it is the difficulties that you may face, and during this couple of weeks period of time, we do have the 7 of Pentacles. So this card shows the lack of faith and the lack of belief, especially into your career, that your efforts are going to give results, and they will. It is just it takes a little bit more time. And as I used my word, the word frantically, it is exactly what I meant, because this card shows guys that not all pieces of the puzzle are yet fit. Okay, and you are kind of like expecting or wanting something that is not yet developed, and that's why you need to leave those kind of activities which are very difficult to push through right now, and focus on something new, focus on something that is like a child play for you, so you can you can release the tension a little bit. This period of time for you Leos is that tension which is saturated with in your life, and you have to find a time, and you have to find a way to release it. And the best way to do so is to just leave what it isn't working for you right now and focus on things which are not yet developed, especially for your career. Focus on the project that are just starting, guys, and you are going to see that when the time comes, when that particular event or a piece of information, which is the missing piece of the puzzle you're struggling with, comes in, you're going to see that things are much more easier than you thought they are. Talking about your relationship with this card, guys, it is well, that card rather points to self-imposed presumptions, for that if you don't deal with those kind of issues you do have with your partner right now, you're going to lose your relationship, or you're going to lose your partner, which isn't true in reality, people. That card shows that you need a you need to give a rest. You need to withdraw yourself for a moment, if not anything else, just so you can make a careful analyzation. Should I stay in that relationship, or should I go away? Because this card shows, guys, that you need to scale very well your efforts against what you take for those efforts. And if both things doesn't match, so in other words, you don't take as much as you give, then you basically need to leave that particular activity. And for those which are single, that card shows realization that the person you're trying to impress simply doesn't budging up, and it basically comes up as a denial of understanding that no matter what you do, they will never be pleased, so you gotta focus on the other one. Now, the intentions you need to have here with the Hermit is to, as I said, withdraw from the ideas of the world, withdraw from the ideas of others, because there is something out there for you which is shining. Well, I'm expressing myself in a literatural way now. So the card says, guys, that there is a light that shines for you in the end of the tunnel. And unfortunately, with the Ten of Swords right now, you are ignorant or blind for that light. You are looking in the different direction, okay? So your intentions here, either into your career or either into your relationship, should be focused completely on finding that light for you which shines at the end of the tunnel. And how you can do that? By withdrawing from the ideas of the world, from the ideas of others. Don't mind what other people think. Don't mind what other people have as a criteria for you. You need to build up your own personal criteria. You need to build up your own personal expectations as well. And it is very likely that after this particular process go on, you are about to take on a direction which many people will not approve, but who are they to judge you? You know, I mean, if you find your happiness there, of course you're going to strafe to that particular direction. But the card also says that you need to clinch to your intelligence, guys, and to your wisdom. And emotions shouldn't have anything to do with whatever choice you make to take on that particular new direction in your life. The next card, it is the lesson you need to learn from this couple of weeks period of time, and we do have the Ace of Swords. So that card as a lesson comes up that you need to give, regardless of how painful it is, or regardless of how unfair it seems, the truth is truth, and you need to recognize it no matter what. So the truth is painful, guys. I'm not saying that it's going to be painful for you, but sometimes the truth is something we don't like. But as I said, truth is truth, and when the truth is speaking, even the gods remain silent. So that's why when you, as soon as you recognize the truth, for example, as soon as you recognize that a particular project isn't going to work out into your career, you gotta leave it alone to develop on its own, because this is the only way how the project is gonna move on forward. And into your relationship, guys, if you recognize that right now your partner is only making you you know, miserable, then you basically need to withdraw from the relationship. I'm not talking about breaking the relationship up, but withdrawing from the relationship until the things are calming down a little bit, and then you can confront your partner, have these conversations about the relationship itself, and see what you're gonna do after that. And at the end, we do have the energies which are going to support you here through that particular period of time. We do have the Three of Swords. Now, as a positivity, this card comes up that no matter what is thrown to you, you will be able to withstand it, which means that you will be much stronger than whatever negativity comes in your way in the next couple of weeks. You will be able to forgive to your partner if they, of course, ask for your forgiveness and they recognize what they did wrong. You will be able to kind of like make peace with the incapability that the project you so much want to push on right now, it's incapable to be pushed on. You're going to make peace with that, guys, and focus on something much more productive. So these energies are not going to, in other words, these energies are not going to allow you to take a step backwards, but only forward, if not standing on one place, on one particular place all the time, which means that there will be no destruction in your life in the next couple of weeks, guys, but there will be only improvement, or just sitting on one place and waiting the improvement to happen on its own. So that was the tarot scope for you, Leo, for the new moon into Sagittarius. And again, guys, I want to remind you that if you do want a personal reading with me, you can purchase one at www.tarotpredictions.net, which is written here in the description of the video, or you can follow me at Instant Go free iOS application, as well written here in the description of the video, guys, and you can purchase your reading from there. And with that being said, I wish you the best of luck in the next couple of weeks, people. We are going to see each other next time. Bye.